Welcome back to my channel. I'm Makeup Marie from Miami, and this is my first anti-haul. Today we're doing an anti-haul, aka what I'm not going to buy and why you probably don't need it either, popularized by content creator and artiste Kimberly Clark. Today I'm going to feature 6 new releases that are being promoted on the socials and including some bonus content, more pro-choice action items. Let's do this. Okay, so we're starting with the Chanel Tweed collection, and I must say it is beautiful. The tweed look is cool, packaging is interesting, but I've never been a Chanel person. I purchased the bronzer years ago, never used it much. I've purchased eyeshadows, foundations, and I've never had a holy grail in any Chanel purchase, and any Chanel product that I've purchased. And it's expensive, so don't buy it, don't need it, don't want it, bye-bye. The next one is Stranger Things makeup collection. And looking at this, it just is not saying Stranger Things to me. We're big fans. We watched all 4 seasons. We rewatched the first 3 seasons. And this makeup is boring. It doesn't say anything to me about the show. I think something would be cool if they did something like a Vecna makeup for Halloween where half of Henry's face is Henry and the other half is Vecna. That would be really cool, and at least it relates to the show. I don't get it. Speaking of Stranger Things, the Kate Bush song that was popularized recently by the TV show Stranger Things is what I feel the theme song for our lives today, since we are running up that hill. The next is ColourPop Opal of My Eye. It's again beautiful, but it's an easy pass for me because it seems to be common knowledge that their palettes are hit or miss. I'm not interested. I just bought my first ColourPop palette. It's the little lime green one, and so far it's working well, but that's because a couple of content creators say that that particular palette was worth it. So I just imagine landmines full of ColourPop palettes and makeup, and I can't add to that. I don't need it, don't want it, pass. Then there's the Florasis Face Palette Contour. Another one. It's absolutely beautiful, but the packaging is amazing. But I'm not a fan of that small contour palettes. I'm not a fan of any small contour palette. It's problematic. All the shades have to work for a lot of people. So unless you're making different versions, or you can pop them out and pop them in, and keep the packaging, it just doesn't seem to work for me. And it's also very expensive. Don't need it, don't want it. The next is the Mikayla eyeshadow palette. First of all, no big palettes, please. I don't need it, don't want it. I'm also not feeling the color story. Somehow, this colorful palette is boring. Don't want it, don't need it, don't want it, bye. Queen Bee collection. I like the overall honeydew color. That scheme is nice, but also a little gimmicky, especially that smaller eye palette. It's not cohesive to me. Not a fan. Don't want it, don't need it, bye-bye. You probably don't need any of these products or collections. Okay, so as promised, I have some pro-choice bonus content to deliver. I dedicated my previous video to pro-choice talking points, action items, so I have some new info, some addendums. I mentioned deleting period trackers. The New York Times wrote a piece on reproductive health that said delete encrypt all your data on the phone and on the internet. That could be subpoenaed if someone reports you for your reproductive choices or outcomes. Also, there's a no buy July circulating on social media. Check out my Instagram, which I think is an effective strategy, though obviously not perfect. I don't think there was enough time for the organizers to pull it together efficiently, but I still think that we should consider rethinking our purchasing because I think that is a good move that we should make moving forward, particularly on the 4th of July, which is today. I believe hitting the establishment with our purchasing power is a good move if you can do it. Moving towards purchasing from local, small, and progressive businesses is necessary in any case. In my household, we're trying to do it, and it certainly isn't easy, even with our privileges. And regarding the theory that when August comes, we'll buy just double the amount that we normally purchase, I respectfully disagree with that. Once I start purchasing thoughtfully, I think it's going to be difficult to go back to a mindset of buying whatever, whenever, or buying on sale just because it's on sale. I think most habits are created in a month. So in my view, this is a good start, being on a permanent low buy or moving towards being a more responsible, progressive consumer. Another item that I mentioned is aligning yourself with pro-choice organizations. I just wanted to add that it's important to keep in mind that these organizations have existed for a long time and that our role is to support them, amplify their voices, and listen to them. They are the experts. I saw online some abortion clinic escorts who were telling people that don't want folks to come in and engage with the anti-choice people because that just adds to the chaos, and that's not what the folks that are there for medical attention, they don't need that. So also, the last item is there's an Operation SaveAbortion.com on July 17th. I think they're calling it America's Training Day, where they are going to plan for the long game. So I think that sounds like a great idea to get everyone together and everyone participating in the movement, because it's way beyond abortion now. The Supreme Court is attacking affirmative action, the environment, Indigenous people, and LGBTQIA folks, their rights. It's a movement to restore democracy, voting rights, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and freedom to protest. Check out the links in the description box below, and as Kate Bush would say, let's keep running up that hill. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and wear sunscreen.